Oh my God, this is unbelievable. A 44-year-old man died at the hospital in Canada after waiting for 8 hours to be attended at the emergency department in Canada. My goodness, this would have been avoided, but they made him to wait allegedly for 8 hours. Now, the man died of cardiac arrest. Then say in heart stop to the now the man is no more. I tell you something, anytime where I go hospital for emergency, not be say I just dey carry dey talk am because of this man. I dey spend hours. Sometimes many people living in Canada can bear me witness. There are sometimes you will be sick, then you will check and say, instead of me going to that emergency place to stay for like 10 hours, and after which the doctor will just come out and say, okay, go and buy Tylenol. So many of us will now jejely go to Shoppers Drug Mart and we will buy Tylenol or Advil by ourselves. So this guy, Patient Shekruma, a 44-year-old father from India living in Canada, profession an accountant. He complained of chest pain. He was rushed to the emergency department. On getting there, the nurses checked him and they made him to sit down, allegedly. After some hours, he complained again. They gave him Tylenol to suppress the pain. They checked his BP. His BP was very high. But unfortunately, there was no doctor to attend to him, allegedly. So they made him to wait for 8 whole hours. Now, after 8 hours, he was called into the room where he could be seen by the doctor. The moment he stood up from the chair, he collapsed. And then the nurses tried to do CPR to see if they can save him. But unfortunately, the guy died. This would have been avoided. Because of this issue, they are now looking into the matter. They are now investigating. If you see as the father of this guy was crying, in fact, make I read some of the things so that you guys will understand what we are passing through here in Canada. Canada is a better country, but I tell you, there are some places where they are really lagging behind. Most especially in this area of healthcare. Since COVID, if you go hospital, in fact, you go carry chair or you go carry mattress because you will be spending nothing less than 8-10 hours just for minor say you won't go see doctor. Unless say the thing dey like you dey between life and kpaism, na im be say dem go immediately attend to you. Even this guy now that kpaid was between life and kpaism, and yet they made him to wait for 8 hours and he kpaid. So the family now they ask for justice, say because this would have been avoided. So make I read, make una for understand am say actually it would have been avoided. The death of a 44-year-old Indian origin man in Canada who allegedly passed away without receiving emergency care despite an 8-hour wait at an Edmonton hospital has put focus on Canadian healthcare system, which is running on fumes due to severe shortage of doctors, leaving millions of people in the country struggling to access essential primary and specialist care. Prashant Shekruma reportedly died of suspected cardiac arrest on December 22nd while waiting for treatment at Greenlands Community Hospital in Edmonton. An accountant by profession, Shekruma was taken to the hospital after he had experienced severe chest pains while at work. At the hospital, he was checked in a triage and then made to sit in the waiting room. During this time, the only medical assistance he received was doses of Tylenol to manage the pains. After more than 8 hours, Shekruma was finally called into the treatment area where he collapsed within seconds, in which was apparently a heart. According to his family members, nurses tried to do CPR to see if they can help him, but unfortunately, Shekruma died of an apparent cardiac arrest, leaving behind his wife and 3 children, ages 3, 10, and 14. According to a recent study conducted by the Canadian Medical Association, over 5.9 million Canadian adults, or about 1 in 5 individuals, don't have access to regular primary care providers like clinics, family physicians, and nurse practitioners. This thing wey dem talk no be lie. A lot of people here now no get family doctor, dem no get nurse practitioner, dem no nothing. So if many of them dey sick, they will go to the pharmacy, a Shoppers Drug Mart, and buy either Tylenol or Advil or whatever kind of over-the-counter prescription. Since COVID, we dey suffer this thing since COVID. So if you know say you be doctor, abeg find your way come Canada, because doctor now na hot cake. Canada dey short over 25,000 medical doctors since COVID. Well, this spasm of this guy would have been avoided, but he died. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace, and may God console the family he left behind, most especially his wife, his 3 children, his aged father, and friends and family. Oh my God.